For Israel to be safe for the sake of global security, the Zimbabwean uranium should not be presided over by an enemy of Israel who has got a potential of working with Iran to wipe Israel and the Jewish people off the face of the earth. So it is essential for you and I who love peace, prosperity, human rights, human dignity, and freedom to all to understand the key difference between a Mnangagwa regime and the new Zimbabwe that is not affiliated with Iran or any of the enemies of Israel. The Israel defense system needs assurances from the small African state that it will not be used by those that have got an aggressive foreign policy against Israel and the global order. Citizens who live in that nation, Zimbabwe, find themselves having to face the consequences of decisions made by their leaders. Decisions that they were not part of and do not understand. Just like the women and children who are dying in the Gaza Strip are suffering because of the decisions that they were not part of or even know about. And the men and women who made those decisions are in hotel rooms in Doha, sleeping in comfort, living in luxury, while the consequences of their decisions are causing death in the Gaza Strip. So if we love Palestine, we need to know what to put the blame on. The Hamas leaders who are stuck in beautiful hotels. In the same breath, Zimbabwe could find itself in the same predicament. And ZANU-PF and the elite in Harare would go overseas to their villas and mansions, sipping cocktails whilst watching Zimbabwe burn. And it will be the ordinary Zimbabweans, it will be the citizens that have been hoping that Citizens Coalition for Change will indeed rally around with the citizens to remove Idi Mnangagwa from power. It will be a travesty, ladies and gentlemen, if it were to be the truth that the opposition is not opposing, but is in cohort with Idi Mnangagwa. We hope that is not the case. We hope that we are not being fed hopium by a pretend opposition. For we will have this hopium and pretend opposition until we start dying like the Gaza Strip. If you are serious about Zimbabwe, you will think twice before you take Idi Mnangagwa's money to pretend to oppose. If you are serious about the lives of your own grandmothers and your own children in Zimbabwe, you will think twice as a ZANU-PF person to support a leader who is leading a regime that is obviously leading Zimbabwe into a cliff. Just take a look at the Victoria Falls waterfalls. Idi Mnangagwa is leading a body that is going towards the gorge in the Vic Falls. And if nothing is done, the whole boat will sink into the waterfall together with all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, for once, this is not about money. It's about life. Before we take money from the regime, just think about how you're contributing to the death of Zimbabweans. As we fight and resist the regime, be empowered and be strengthened that you are fighting for human dignity and life, preservation of human life in Zimbabwe, and ushering prosperity that the nation has never seen before. So it is important for now for people to stand exactly where they are, so that we will see who are the goats and who are the sheep, so that we will see who are the real crop and who are the weeds. For the time of harvest is coming, and the laborers will gather the harvest and will gather the tares on the side. My name is Ngubani Zwane. I hope this message will invoke in you a heart and a spirit of love for country, patriotism. Is not ZANU PF called a ZANU Patriotic Front? Show us the patriotism, therefore, and save country, save Zimbabwe from total annihilation. Have a great afternoon.